Hello everyone, the purpose of this video is to show you how to post an event. So that could be a conference or news of a meeting or symposium or a course, something you want to tell uh, the visitors of this website about. So if you look at the left hand menu here, so first of all log in. So I've logged in, so I now have a log out button up here, but that's where you log in, and you'll see there is a series of links on the left menu. There are more once you log in than before. One of them is events. So here is an event that's in the future. You'll see the listing here. So what we're going to do is set up another event that looks like this. So there's only one in the system at the moment. You'll see there are logos on here. At the moment you can't do that through the menu. I added those after the event. So if you do need to put something like that on your posting, you'll need to contact me afterwards and I'll do that for you through the database. Okay, so coming back to the menu, you'll see there is a link for post new event. So if you're going to upload news of an event, this is where you need to be. So if you follow this, you'll see this form. So there are various fields on the form and some instructions. So the instructions tell you that events are public, meaning that they're visible to anyone logged into without logging into the SMI website. So please fill in the form as fully as you can with all the details that you need to. And when your post is complete, one of the moderators, that will be me or a couple of other people, will look at your posting, and if they think it's legitimate and should be on the website, they'll approve it, and that's not normally a problem for any meeting, whatever, in this type of area. So you need to fill in various fields. So the first one is the headline. So this one, let's just put a fictional event in here. This one is what appears in this menu here. So in the case of this event, Bio-Inspired Materials 2017, that's the headline. That's what will appear in the event. So that needs to be fairly short, just to give people some information where to follow. So the links in this menu here appear in the order of the start date, and something that's start dates in the past, or rather end dates in the past, will disappear from the list. So this won't be fully populated, only with future events. So we need to put in a title, so this can be a little bit more. So you've got 1,024 characters for the title, so you can put a more explanatory title. I'm just going to expand that slightly, but that's what appears at the head of your post when the event is displayed in the browser. So the venue, so this should be the university or conference hotel or wherever you're holding the meeting. Preferably the country, if it's an international event. Let's put UK on there. And then the dates are very important, so these are the start and end dates of the meeting. So if you're having registration on the first day, so use that as the first day. You can have more details below in the explanation. So I'm going to suggest that this meeting starts on the 18th of July. So that then populates the right hand box with the date fully expanded. You see over here it's year, month, date, just to put it in a logical order. So I'll have it ending on the day after, but this could be a 1, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day meeting, etc. It doesn't matter. And then if you have a web address, then enter it here. I suggest you use the full web address, so with HTTP or HTTPS. So here's one I put in here earlier. This is not my website, so hopefully nobody try and follow this link. It's just a made-up link to illustrate how the event would appear. And then there's a description down here, so you can make a much more detailed description or paste information from your website about the scope of the meeting, the dates, where it is, who's going to be there, anything you think is relevant, you can paste it in here. So I'm just going to put something in here, and if you want to change something like the text color, the font color, to make it more stand out more, you can change the font size, you can make it bold, or let's go for bold over here, bold or italics. So you can do all the editing, you can add links, you can add bulleted lists and numbered lists, etc. So a good deal of text formatting tools are available in this box. So once you've done that, and you can provide more links to other websites, maybe for accommodation or something else, or reiterate your web address up here with a link. This will appear as a link anyway in the posting. You can put in what you like. So if you have a leaflet or a brochure, that must be a PDF. This can be up to 5 megabytes, not just 2. You can upload it here. Please be careful about the name. So use a unique file name. Don't do something generic like program or flyer, because other people might do the same, and then you'd be overwriting their document. So try and put something that's unique, but please avoid spaces in your file name and foreign characters or accented characters, because the software then has a bit of trouble actually identifying that file, and you might get a dead link when it creates the link in the listing. So if you have a leaflet or a brochure, then you tick this box and you'll find that the choose file button is then activated. If you press this, then you'll get a file picker, and you'll be able to choose from your desktop or your computer the file that you want to upload, and that will be uploaded once you complete this form. So I'm going to undo that because I don't want to upload a form at the moment. If you do upload a document, just put a brief description in the document description box. So it'll identify you as the author. You then need to certify that you're not infringing copyright, so that's usually no problem with a event posting. Agree to the terms and conditions. When you do that, you'll see that the submit form button becomes live, and you'll have to then do this reCAPTCHA, so prove that you're not a robot. This may work straight away, or I may have to do some challenge with some pictures. Yes, it worked fine. So once you do that, you can then submit the form, and it will go to the next stage, where you can check the form is correctly entered, the information is correctly entered on the form, and you can view it. So we go to View Event, and we'll see how the entry into the form then appear as a posting on the database. So if that appears how you want it to, then you can submit article for approval. It will then be notified to the administrators, so the moderators will then be able to check your article is okay, it doesn't breach the conditions, or if there's any difficulty with that, they might get back to you and suggest some changes, or to reload it. I'm going to quit without saving because I don't really want this to be live on the events link over here, but if you do and it's approved, then it will appear in here in date order with the existing events. Okay, that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you've learned how to do it. I'd like to see more postings from groups throughout the world on this site. Okay, thank you. Bye.